Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. If your check engine light just popped on and you pulled a P0128 code, don't panic. Today, we're going to break down exactly what that code means, what causes it, and most importantly, how you can fix it. So, grab your tools and let's get into it. The code P0128 means coolant temperature below thermostat, regulating temperature. In simple terms, your car's computer, the engine control module, or ECM, is telling you that your engine is on warming up to its proper operating temperature as quickly as it should. The ECM has a timer, and if the coolant doesn't reach a specific temperature within a set time after starting the engine, it triggers this code and turns on that pesky check engine light. Now, why does this matter? An engine running too cool is inefficient. It can lead to increased fuel consumption, higher emissions, and even cause long-term wear on engine components because the oil is at its ideal temperature to lubricate everything properly. So, while it's not a code that'll leave you stranded on the side of the road, it's definitely one you want to address sooner rather than later. So, what are the common culprits behind a P0128 code? Let's run through the most likely suspects, starting with the number one cause. By far, the most common reason for this code is a faulty thermostat. The thermostat is like a gatekeeper for your coolant. It's a small, temperature-sensitive valve that stays closed when the engine is cold, allowing the coolant in the engine block to heat up quickly. Once it reaches its opening temperature, around 195 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius, it opens up to let coolant flow to the radiator to be cooled down. If the thermostat is stuck open, or even partially open, coolant will continuously flow to the radiator. This prevents the engine from ever reaching its optimal operating temperature, especially in cooler weather or during short drives, which then triggers the P0128 code. Another potential cause is a faulty engine coolant temperature sensor, or SIT sensor. This sensor is what tells the ECM the temperature of the coolant. If the sensor is failing and sending an inaccurate, lower than actual reading to the computer, the ECM will think the engine isn't warming up, even if it is. It's basically feeding bad information to the brain of the car. While less common than a stuck thermostat, a bad XCT sensor is still a definite possibility. Next up, we have low coolant levels. If your coolant is low, there might not be enough fluid to properly circulate and reach the ECT sensor, causing it to read incorrectly. A low coolant level often points to a leak somewhere in the system. So if you find yourself constantly topping it off, you'll need to do some detective work to find and fix that leak. Check your hoses, radiator, water pump, and the reservoir for any signs of wetness or crusty residue. And let's not forget about the cooling fan. On most modern cars, the cooling fan is electric and controlled by the ECM. If the fan is stuck on and running constantly, even when the engine is cold, it will overcool the radiator and the coolant flowing through it. This will make it very difficult for the engine to warm up, leading to our good old friend, the P0128 code. This is usually caused by a bad fan relay or a faulty fan control module. So, how do you diagnose this? First, check your temperature gauge on the dashboard. Is it reading lower than normal, or does it take a very long time to climb up to the middle? If so, that's a strong indicator. You can also use an OBD2 scanner with live data to watch the coolant temperature reading in real time. Start the car cold and watch the temperature climb. It should rise steadily to about 195 degrees and then level off as the thermostat opens and closes. If it never gets that high or takes forever, your thermostat is likely stuck open. Fixing this is usually straightforward. For a stuck thermostat, the fix is to replace it. It's generally an inexpensive part and a manageable DIY job for most people. Just make sure to drain the coolant first and have a new gasket on hand. If you suspect the ECT sensor, replacing it is also a relatively simple task. And of course, if your coolant is low, top it off with the correct type for your vehicle and hunt for that leak. So there you have it, a complete guide to the P0128 code. Most of the time, it's just a thermostat that's decided to stay open. It is a simple fix that'll get your car running efficiently again and turn off that check engine light. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more car repair tips and tricks. See you in the next one.